I have to say though, these arts look really good.
It's time for Epiphany.
So yeah, we're gonna get into the first Epiphany here. So we have the Sword Rain one, of course. We have Linked / Quietus, which is honestly this one. I know we haven't read the rest, but already this one's got my interest because it has the link mechanic. You create 2 Effulgent Blades from attunement, and it has Quietus on it, so it's basically free if you just discard it. Then here we got Sword Rain 2 with Haste, 216% damage, add 1 hit for each Effulgent Blade in hand, attunement, create 1 Effulgent Blade. This could be nice, of course. It does cost 2. But yeah, add and hit. So if you were able to just have a whole bunch of Effulgent Blades and use this, it would be insane to see how much damage it does. Because this is a high multiplier for something that could hit multiple times, if we're being honest, right? So this would be something interesting to do. Sword Rain skill, activate 5 Effulgent Blade in graveyard against the target as an extra attack. Then here we have Sword Rain, create 2 Effulgent Blades, then apply retrieve to those cards. Interesting. Wait, what? Activate 5 Effulgent Blades in graveyard against the target as an extra attack. Then here we have cost 3, exhaust, finale, retain, and unique. 600% damage to all enemies if Effulgent Release is in hand. Exhaust it and plus 80% damage amount to this card for each Effulgent Blade in graveyard. Interesting. So if you do have a whole bunch of Effulgent, ooh, insane. But I don't know, the first one's good for me, man. It just sounds too good. So next up we got Hero to all, Linked and Quietus, draw 3. Bro, this one sounds insane too, man. We have another one, Quietus, draw 3, apply Link to 1 cost or lower cards in hand for this turn. Wow, wait, what? What's the point of this if you have this? I don't know, maybe there might be a certain scenario where you probably don't want to link a card that costs 2 or something because maybe, you know, you could use it for something else. I don't know. But this one has linked and I don't know, man. Like, this one just doesn't make sense to me when you just have this one. There must be a reason why though. Here, 0 cost, Hero to all, has haste on it, draw 1, apply link to Quietus cards, ooh, in hand for this turn. So if you already have a whole bunch of Quietus cards in your hand, and you could, oh, that could be nice too. Hero to all, exhaust 2, select 1 card from either draw pile or discard pile, then apply link to that card and move to hand. Hero to all, haste, draw 2 attack cards of this unit, apply link to all attack cards in hand for this turn. So next up we have Thread of Light. Really liking the image of this one as well. So it has linked, 216% damage plus 180 damage amount for each link card in hand. Linked and haste, 360% damage if 3 or more link cards are in hand, triple the damage. Wait, triple the damage. So this is almost hit, wait, 360, wait, no, this is hitting for over 1000%, right? If 3 or more cards are linked. Wait, if 3 or more linked cards are in hand, triple the damage. Me damn. Also, maybe that's why her other thing said only 1 cost and lower, because she does have cards that are 2 and higher that you might want to just use on its own. So maybe that's why she has that Epiphany on the other card. This one has 1 Thread of Light, linked and Quietus on it, 120% damage if this card is in hand or graveyard, plus 80% damage amount to link cards. Interesting. Okay. So as long as this is in your hand or in the graveyard, you're gonna get plus 80% damage when you link the cards. Plus 80% damage amount to link cards. This don't sound that bad. This sounds pretty good too. 3 costs, Thread of Light, skill, linked and exhaust. Activate all link cards in hand without discarding them. Oh. Woo. Yeah. I think there's gonna be some people that make some interesting builds with her. Like, it would just be fun to use all these ones that, you know, most people probably won't say, oh yeah, go for this one, but it would just be interesting, right? 2 cost, Thread of Light attack, linked unique. When used manually, 420% damage times 2. When this card is discarded, 360% damage to all enemies. Okay, interesting. Next up, we have Effulgent Expansion. So all of them cost 2, 4 of them are skills, and 1 of them are upgrade. This first one has linked and quietus to it. Create 2 Effulgent Blade, plus 70% damage amount to Effulgent Blade for 1 turn. Really nice. The second one has quietus on it. Create 2 Effulgent Blade, plus 200% damage amount to the next 2 Effulgent Blades. Plus 200%. That is a higher multiplier. It doesn't link, but this one's for all Effulgent Blades for that 1 turn. But this one is only for the next 2. The middle one, just the link one. Create Effulgent Blade for each link card in hand. This could be nice, but I can see this like kind of messing up your hand a little bit, right? Now this one sounds interesting because this says linked and quietus. Create 10 Effulgent Blade in discard pile. This one's kind of interesting to me too, because I'm already thinking, imagine you had like 4 copies of this, right? And you just create 40 of these in your discard pile. Then, you know, as the freaking, you know, cards shuffle again, and now you're getting them in your hand, bro, you're gonna have so much Effulgent Blades, bro. Then this one's an upgrade, quietus and unique. At the start of turn, create 2 Effulgent Blades, plus 50% damage amount to Effulgent Blade. This one's also pretty nice as well. I can see a bit of like mixed copy Epiphanies builds, you know. I don't know. I think she's got a lot of interesting cards that you could use. I think obviously off rip, everyone's thinking linked and quietus ones are probably going to be the best way to go, which it might be, you know, especially if you're pairing her up with Diana. But I think she does have a lot of interesting builds. Then obviously we have an ego skill here, which is 400% damage plus 80% damage amount for each card discarded this battle. Max 20 cards. I do believe one of her ego manifestations is going to up this right here. As I said, I think there's going to be a lot of fun ways to build her. I think a lot of people are going to go down the route in terms of the linked / quietus cards. But I think she's also got a pretty good other cards as well, which could be fun to use. Potential up here, the top right one. If Heimarie's okay, I need to learn how to actually pronounce her name, because I don't know why I was calling her Heidmarie the whole time. So Heidmarie's attack is greater than 600 plus 5% passion attribute damage amount, and for every 20 attack above 600, add an additional plus 2% up to an additional plus 10%. Oh damn. Okay, damn, that's a lot of passion. So could you potentially go attack instead of passion attribute on the gear piece then instead, or would you still want to go passion? Interesting. Now we're gonna get into her dupes. So here, mythic card upgrade, dupe number 1. Damn, bro's got 30 of them. So plus 100% damage amount to her Effulgent release card, insane. And the added damage amount for each Effulgent Blade in graveyard becomes plus 80%. Yeah, dupe one sounds like an insane DPS increase for sure. Then the second one, at the start of battle, move the Effulgent compression card to hand. It really kind of sounds nice, because just being able to guarantee like one of her cards in your hands is always going to be pretty dope. At the start of turn, gain 5 Crimson Blade. Crimson Blade, when a link card is used manually or discarded, 120% extra attack to the enemy with the highest HP, and when activated, decrease Crimson Blade by how much? Is he gonna scroll down? Okay, by 1, and you could get a max of 8 stacks. Oh, interesting, because you already get 5 at the start of the turn, right? And when you discard a card manually, okay, you only lose 1 stack. Interesting. So dupe 2 is alright. Sounds like something that's gonna get better though, in terms of the other dupes. So the third one, plus 200% damage amount to okay, of the blades, one of her cards, and change the plus 80% damage amount. Okay, wait, this is what I was talking about, the ego skill. Yeah, the ego skill. So here is higher damage amount, and change the damage amount as well, and it's a max of 30 cards too. So yeah, obviously she probably might have the hardest hitting ult. Her ult's probably gonna be like one that's gonna do an insane amount of damage, because if you do get that, if you could at least just get even like 15 to 20 discarded cards, you're still gonna hit for a crap ton. So at Dupe 4, when manually using or discarding Heimarie's linked cards, gain 1 effulgent chain plus 5% damage amount to Heimarie's max 10 stacks. Okay, I think every character has something similar like this, but her one's max 10 stacks. When manually using or discarding Heimarie's link cards, gain one effulgent chain. 1 effulgent chain is plus 5% damage, and you get a max of 10 stacks. So this doesn't go away. It just caps off. It doesn't go away though. Wow. Holy, wait. This just stays? This doesn't like go away after a certain amount of turns? Okay, we're gonna have to wait until she actually comes out and see what the translation is then. Because that's gonna be insane if it just stacks up to 10 and it doesn't drop back down or it doesn't reset. You know, that's still a damage increase, bro. That's insane. Dupe 4 might be real nice, and Dupe 5 obviously just increase of the things. Then Dupe 6, change created effulgent blade cards to all, oh my god, to all attribute cards each time Crimson Blade is activated, plus 40% damage amount to Crimson Blade max. Yo, what? Change created effulgent blade cards to all attribute cards, so she could just attack weakness any enemy basically. So even though she's passion, oh, that's insane, man. That's actually insane. Yeah, her dupes are crazy. Her dupes are crazy for sure. Okay, and obviously the effulgent blade hair, it is, and hair, this is how it's looking as well. 120% damage when this card is discarded. 120% extra damage to a random enemy. This card does not move to draw pile on shuffle. Oh, interesting. But yeah, but that's gonna be it for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and up. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.